Hello and welcome to the Edu Leaders Show on the Edu Bulletin, where we bring you the latest insights and trends from the world of education. I'm Daisy, and I'm excited to guide you through this episode. We have an esteemed guest joining us, Dr. Balwinder Singh, Principal of Guru Nanak Modern School, CBSE City Coordinator for Kanpur and Unnao, President of Kanpur Sahodaya Schools, Zonal Coordinator for NTA, and General Secretary of the Kanpur Private Schools Association, highlights initiatives for teacher and principal upskilling, awareness of NEP reforms, and alignment of school assessments with national testing standards. Now, let's move directly into our interview. Over to you, Rumani. Let's hear what Sir had to say.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Edu Leaders Show. Today we have with us a very special guest. He is Dr. Balwinder Singh, Principal Guru Nanak Modern School, Kanpur, CBSE City Coordinator, Kanpur Unnao, President, Kanpur Sahodaya Schools, Zonal Coordinator, NTA, General Secretary, Kanpur Private Schools Association. So, welcome to the summit, sir. How's your experience being here?
It's very nice. Since morning, we are learning many things. There were, panel discussions, special sessions, and technology talk.
Right.
It will be very helpful for any educational leader.
Right, absolutely. So you have been in very two crucial role as a CBSE City Coordinator and Senior Academic Leader. So how do you, seeing the schools in, Kanpur adopting to the, upcoming changes in the CBSE exam format, or be it, study curriculum formats, especially like two times, exam of class 10 board. So how do you think schools are adapting to that?
Yeah, so as per the new education policy, next year, the coming examination, board examination, there will be choice for students in class 10. Class 12, there will be single exam. And for class 12, there will be two exams. So the first exam, it will be compulsory for every child, every candidate to appear.
Okay.
And whosoever is appearing in the first exam, that child will be eligible for the second exam. So basically, this flexibility has been given, keeping in mind the new education policy, and to give a chance to the students to have a improvement in the score or in the examination. And the ultimate purpose is to reduce the stress of the students.
Right, absolutely. So my next question to you would be about the Sahodaya schools, as you're also leading that institute. So how is Sahodaya facilitating professional development among school leaders and teachers so that they can have, NEP-driven expectations to, fulfill that?
Yeah. Kanpur Sahodaya School is a platform for collaboration and camaraderie. So we are doing myriad of activities throughout the year.
Right.
It is for the teachers as well as for the students. Especially if we talk about the upskilling of teachers and principals, we are conducting various workshops, various talks, and various online sessions also. And whenever there is any new policy, new circular from the government and CBSE, especially we arrange talks related to that topic so that the principals and the teachers, they should remain, updated and upskilled. So these type of initiatives we are doing.
Okay, sir. And my next question to you would be about your role in the NTA. So how do you see school level assessments and practices aligning with the national level testing standards? What are the changes that, are happening in the today's time?
Right. See, the curriculum or the syllabus for any aptitude test, whether it is JEE or NEET exam or any other competitive exam, it is same. It is same as per the NCERT guidelines only.
Right.
So students, whatever they are studying in class 12 or class 10, it is aligned with the format of the competitive exams. But to facilitate children and to have better performance in the aptitude tests, CBSE has changed the format of the question papers last 2 years. So they have introduced competency based questions. They introduced MCQs also, and some case studies also introduced in the question paper. So these changes have been made so that children, they should feel comfortable and relaxed when they appear for the competitive exams. I think these changed formats will be very helpful.
Absolutely, sir. So under your guidance, how are the schools here, both the cities, Kanpur and now, are facing up the challenge, and the innovative practices being implemented in the schools. A little brief idea about that if you can give.
Yeah.
Any innovative things.
The NEP was introduced in 2020 to 2020.
Right.
So the bigger challenge in front of the edu leaders and the principals was to implement NEP. So first of all, it was challenging to understand it.
Right.
So we have done various initiatives for the awareness and to sensitize the principals and teachers regarding NEP. And regarding the main components of NEP, one major component is competency-based education. So we sensitize the schools in Kanpur and we sensitize the teachers also. Schools, they have conducted sessions with the parents also. So now I think every stakeholder and the school leaders, they are aware about the competency-based education. And I think in last 2-3 years, we have done 70%, 80% implementation of that. So that is the achievement, I think.
Absolutely, sir. And there's a way to go ahead. So my last question to you would be like, you being in this senior role, what message would you like to give to the 21st century leaders especially, so that they can navigate major educational reforms that are being introduced, and how they can, meet the requirements of the 21st century?
So if we talk about Generation Z, especially the students to whom we are catering right now, there is a lot of behavioral changes in them. There is lack of patience, lack of respect, lack of responsibility. They are not ready to collaborate with the peers. And if we talk about teachers, even teachers, they have issues related to mindsets. They are very fixed mind. They have very fixed mindset. They are not ready to adapt and adopt the new changes. So my advice to all the school leaders is that they must think about motivational sessions. They must coach them and train them, and they must strive for the development of the teachers and students. So it will be done if they will adopt transformational leadership.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. I think the educators listening there would be surely, giving head to your advice and motivation. Thank you so much, sir, and keep doing the good work that you are doing.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you for joining us for this enlightening discussion. We hope you found it as insightful and inspiring as we did. Save the number 72170701000 and send "Hi" on WhatsApp to receive daily educational news updates and inspiring interviews from the Edu Bulletin.